Howdy y'all, Andy McCabe here. Just chilling out down by the Deschutes River, yonder. Thought I'd introduce myself again and then give a little more insight onto how this whole thing works. So the number one question I get when people come to me and say, I think I want you to start writing our Xactimate estimates. The number one question I get is, how does that even work? How do we do that? And at the end of the day, after being in this industry for quite some time, I've realized that everyone has a slightly different approach to the way they do things. Despite the restoration industry being, I don't know, how old is it, 100 years old, 75 years old, whatever it is, there is still very little standardization when it comes to project management and estimating and scope takeoffs. And so what do you need to give me in order to have my Xactimate professionals write you a thorough, detailed Xactimate estimate that you can actually make money on? You need three things. First thing you need is a scope, some sort of scope of work, a description of what the job is. And it doesn't need to be super detailed, but it does need to tell a story. I tell everyone that do it in a paragraph or a couple paragraphs. This is what happened. Furnace puffed back, affected the entire house. Sewer backup, toilet overflow, affected 3 rooms. Water damage, whatever. We've got some scope sheets you can use. We've got some tick sheets you can use. But at the end of the day, we just need to be able to hear it from you. What are your expectations of this job? What do you want us to estimate? Second thing we need is a sketch. Xactimate is a graphical estimating platform. So if you don't have the sketch, you don't have the model built in Xactimate, it's very hard to then lay over floor coverings and drywall and paint and things like that, because all those items rely on the sketch. They rely on the dimensions of the room or the house or the building that you're working in. So there's 100 different ways to do that. And you can do a Matterport. We love Matterport. You don't have to have Matterport. You can do a Docusketch. Not a big huge fan of Docusketch. Xactimate has all kinds of, they're coming out with their own mobile thing that you can use your camera and it'll draw the room automatically for you. I saw that at RIA. It's looking pretty good. Or you can do what I teach project managers to do and estimators to do, is do it by hand. That's how we always did it. Before Xactimate Mobile, before taking the laptop out in the field using a disto, which is all fine and good. I like old school sometimes. So if all you can do is give me a drawing on a piece of paper with proper dimensions and door openings and window openings, that'll do it. Third thing we need is pictures. We got to have pictures. Biggest problem a lot of new people have, or folks that are not really trained and don't have a lot of experience, they take a lot of photos really up close. And there's a process. We train a process on how to take photos. The 24-hour Tech has an entire photo taking module that you can take part in. But you want to take a photo in a way that the photo tells the story or helps support your story. Taking a picture of really close up on baseboard doesn't really tell me a story. So give me room overview pictures. Make sure that the estimator can go through the pictures and see everything in that room or everything in that house. And then if you want to close up on some specific damage that you want to reference later, absolutely take those kind of photos. But that's it. We need a scope, we need a sketch, we need photos. And the beauty of Matterport is it has a couple of those things already built in. So And the beauty of Matterport is we can do our own takeoff. The only thing we can't do with a Matterport scan is we can't explain the scope to us because we weren't there. There's nothing that's ever going to replace being on site. So that's it. We make it very easy for you to give us those things. Every job that gets set up gets a Google Drive folder automatically set up. That link is emailed to the project manager automatically. And once that is received, the project manager, estimator, assistant, admin, whoever else can start uploading documents to that drive. And those drives are shared with everyone as part of that project. And it's golden.